Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode of the American Contractor Show. We have a really special guest with us today. Jamey's here from GTR, and he's going to be introducing Get The Referral. If you guys have not heard of Get The Referral, it's one of the coolest tools in our industry today that allows you to actually track referrals and pay your customers for referring business to you. One of the best lead generation and customer follow-up tools that I've seen in the industry so far. And I'm excited because we're going to get to actually get into Get The Referral and demo exactly how it works and actually see how this can transform your business. And it's I have some friends that are using it and they're having great results with it. So I'm really excited about this product and what it's going to do to the industry. So thank you so much for being with us. Welcome, Jamey, to this episode of the American Contractor Show.
Thanks, John. Appreciate good being here as well. So excited to kind of share with you guys what's going on with our tool here, and we're diving deep into the roofing industry, and it's been a blast getting to know a bunch of you guys. So,
well, man, it's been a huge blast for us too, and I really appreciate you doing this and giving us the opportunity to see all of this data and how this software really works for our industry. So excited to dive into it and learn a little bit more about it today.
Yeah, absolutely. I started this back in 2014, and I always use the term, it was built by a contractor for contractors. So I used to own my own solar company, and, I saw a need and I had a problem I needed to solve. And, that's how this all came together. And as I started to build out the product and, for my own use in my own company, I quickly realized that there was an opportunity in the marketplace to help many, many other businesses. So that's kind of how we transformed from 2014, and fast forward here in 2021. We have hundreds of clients across the country, roofing, solar, home service businesses. And some of the things that we're doing right now is direct feedback from some of our customers. And so the best thing about our product is it's ever evolving. So it's never static, right? As we get feedback from our customers, different features, functionalities, you'll see here was a product of feedback from our existing customers. So that's, I think, the uniqueness of us. And it's really niche, right? There really isn't anything else out there that does what we do, right? There's referral programs, there's apps, there's text messaging, but there's no system out there that does the entire portfolio of things that we do. So real excited to kind of share kind of the details behind that, and kind of how it looks from a customer perspective. It really is, gives companies an opportunity to actually own real estate on their customers' phones. And that's really the uniqueness part, because we're going to provide you with a custom branded app, your name, your icon in the App Store, iOS and Android. You become a superstar when it comes to your app and being able to communicate and engage with your customers.
Yeah, I've actually seen the app itself. One of my friends here in Indy uses it, and he's having great success with it. But I'm curious to know, what was the issue? What caused you guys to create Get The Referral? What was the problem that you were trying to solve?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I can kind of start going through this because on our slide deck here, I kind of talk a little bit about it, right? So there's a couple things that are happening here. Most folks are pretty familiar with the marketing funnel, how you get leads coming in at the top and you kind of work them on down to the bottom till you convert them and before they become an advocate of yours. And so the typical and traditional marketing approach is, whether it's door knocking, buying leads, Google ads, they're coming in at the top of the funnel, right? Looking for the awareness, right? How do I, learn more about the roofing industry? I need a roof. And they start looking, and those leads are coming in at the top, and they're typically very, very high CPA, right? Cost per acquisition. When you start looking at these leads, it's not cheap. If you're out there buying leads or trying to generate opportunities on Google and social media marketing. So as those leads move through the different stages of the funnel, coming in from the top, there's a time frame, right? It's how long does it take from a lead to close, right? And so what we've done is really taken a look at helping folks getting much lower in the funnel, right? And that's where you as a company, you work so hard to get customers, to a point to where they're happy, right? And now you got that customer. Use the power of a happy customer and help them, or have them help you build that referral network with existing customers. And you'll be amazed at the lower cost per acquisition, and your return on investment is going to be incredible. So back in 2014, when I was trying to generate leads for my solar company, we were doing all those things. And I said, there's got to be a better way, right? Because everybody has referrals right now. Everyone has word of mouth, right? You ask any contractor, oh yeah, I already do word of mouth. But the problem is that you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're missing when it comes to referral marketing. And the problems that I solved with this was the ability to track and manage and communicate with your customers. Really, that was the problem, right? We had spreadsheets, we had, checks going out to customers. The sales rep forgot to ask. The sales rep forgot to tell us that it was a referral. We get a call 3 months later saying, hey, you put solar on my friend's house. You never paid me. You said you were going to pay me. And so we needed a better way to track. And that's really was the major problem. There was two things. There was our cost per acquisition was going through the roof, pardon the pun, and the ability to track and engage with our customers was something that was really, really important, to us. And so those are the two problems that we tried to solve with Get the Referral. And I said to my two partners at the time, I said, listen, I got an idea. Let's build an app for our customers. Let's connect directly with them. Forget email and all these other things that we're doing to try to communicate. Let's engage with them at their fingertips, where they are, when they're at the grocery store. They can simply, import a contact, send that to us, and we'll work the referral. They'll have insight to what's going on. So that's kind of where it all started. And then, it was very simplistic back in 2014. And then as we evolved over the years, is where we are today. We're ever evolving. Our mantra is always moving forward. So we're always looking for new opportunities and new ways to help our customers really be, at their customers' beck and call, and automate it all, right? Make it simple and easy for a contractor to communicate and engage. So that's kind of how we came up with Get the Referral. And it's been, now 6-7 years in development and working with customers and building the company. And today we have, this entire referral platform that is going to help you really drive, your cost per acquisition down. You're going to control it. You're going to be able to control when you pay. This is truly the only real pay for performance platform, because you're only paying for either a qualified lead or a qualified sale. So as you do that, you're able to control your cost, and you control how much you want to reward somebody for a referral. And so we help you do that with our platform. We have integrations with any CRM out there. So all of this is going to be, moving right through our system into your CRM, your existing CRM. You'll be able to update those leads in your CRM, which will in turn update the customer as well in real time to what's happening with their referral. So you're not getting phone calls. They're going to see how much they've earned, how much they've been paid. Everything is all at their fingertips from a referral standpoint. But what we've done here is we really have taken it to the next level. And I'll kind of start sharing with you what I mean by that. So the first thing I mentioned earlier is only 11% of salespeople ever ask for a referral. So this is another kind of side problem that we think that we solved here, because when somebody signs up for your custom branded app, what will happen is they'll select the rep of record. And why that is important is that now that sales rep is actually going to be part of the process. They know when a referral comes in, they're going to get it because they have their own dashboard, they have their own login, they can track, they can communicate, and so on and so forth. So by allowing the sales rep transparency into the overall process and knowing that the work that they put in on the front end is going to benefit on the back end is a tremendous tool that they can use in order to really drive your sales process and making sure that the sales team are utilizing, the tools that are afforded to them. So That's an important piece. We also provide, we have the iOS, as I mentioned, Android, actual real apps that are branded with your name, your logo, your icon. But we also have a, fully functioning web version as well. So if you have some folks that don't want to download another app, then this will be actually posted on your website where they can actually log in and submit referrals directly from the web as well. So we kind of cover all the bases there. And then we kind of get into the app. So, this is kind of the home screen where you're going to be able to see how much money you've earned so far, how much you've been paid. And I want to kind of take you through what's really powerful for our customers to get a new customer to sign up for the application and to download it, right? We get that all the time. How do I going to get my customer to download the app? Another app? Well, this is a great tool that we added about a year and a half ago. And so think about this. Our whole product is all about improving the overall experience from the point of sale to delivery and beyond. Okay. Point of sale, delivery, and beyond of the product. And so we have tools within the application that allow the contractor to communicate, engage, and to actually help that whole process through automation, push notifications, text messaging, all of these things together is a very powerful tool. And so what we've introduced recently, which I think is a great way to really introduce the app to your customers, is the project status update. So think about this. You're at the kitchen table, you're doing a virtual presentation, trying to close a deal. The customer loves you. You're the sales rep. They love your company. They want to move forward with you. They sign the contract. Okay, now what I'm going to show you, Mr. Customer, I'm going to show you what your journey is going to look like over the next 3 to 5 weeks. We're going to take you through every step of the stage of your project here. And let me show you. Let's go ahead and download the app. And they have the customer download the app right then and there. They register. They select me as a sales rep. And then they take them to the project status stage, right? As this screen pops up. This is a very powerful tool that is integrated with your CRM. So whatever project management tool you're using now, Salesforce, Job Nimbus, whatever it is, you'll be able to integrate with that. And so it's automated from there. And what we do is we actually map all of the fields from your project management tool that you're currently using. And we can edit this. And so whatever stage you're currently using, you can map this exactly to what it is in your CRM. And so as you move that project through the different stages, the customer is going to get a push notification, letting them know that their project just moved to the next stage. They're going to get an in-app message. And so that's going to prompt them to click on the project status tree over here and see exactly what was the last step that happened. What's the next one? Where are they currently? And so this really ties that whole process of the project being, the stages going through and communicating, through automation and technology that really connects with the customer. And so you're taking the customer through this and like, wow, this is great. I'm going to know everything that's going on. I don't have to call you every day, find out what's happening. You're going to be able to communicate and engage with your customers all along through the process. So that has been a really big component here that has helped our contractors be very successful.
Well, the goal there is to get them to interact with the app early on through the process, which then in turn gets them to interact with the app after, essentially, right?
Exactly. Get them using it from day one.
Right.
And, not necessarily asking them for a referral that day. Some of our better performers have their sales reps. Oh, by the way, let me show you how the referral portion of this works. And by the way, we're paying $250, $500, whatever the amount that you want to pay for a referral. Let me show you how that works. And then they take the customer through it. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So as a customer, they can just click on, once they download the app, they can click on add a referral. And the nice thing about this is that you can actually have multiple projects in here. So if you excuse me. So if you're doing more than roofing, you can do solar roofing, home improvement, whatever it may be, you can list multiple projects that you want to get a referral for. If it's just one project, like let's say roofing, then they'll just go to the import screen over here. But you'll see it's kind of small, but I'll kind of explain. We actually allow you to reward somebody in a couple different ways and almost gamify it. So the first one is verified or qualified. So if a customer sends you a referral, you go meet with them and it was a good presentation, pay them the $25 or $50 that you would pay for a good lead, right? Get that money flowing right away, get that excitement going, right? And then once the job is sold, you can then pay them, say, the $250, and then there's a bonus component in there as well that you can pay them after a certain amount of sales, and it's all tracked in the background, in the back end, as you see in the dashboard over there. So no worries about what I owe anybody. It's going to track everything based upon how you set your product up. You can pay by a percentage of a sale, or you can pay by a tier, like the first one's 100, second one's 200. So we have different ways that you can customize this. Very, very dynamic and customizable. So then once they select, they can either import a contact over here. They can write a note to the company. This is my neighbor. Take good care of them. And they can just submit the referral. Great thing about this is, guess what? As soon as they submit that referral, the customer that was referred gets an email. Hey, you were just referred by Jamey to ABC Roofing, right? So they're getting notified right away. The salesperson and the admin is getting a notification that the lead is going into their CRM through the integration. And now you're able to close that loop. Instead of waiting for that customer to refer somebody and then wait for that customer to reach out to you, you're getting that information in real time. You're reaching out to them. You're closing that deal much more quickly. So, you take the customer through the referral process, right? And then, as I mentioned earlier, when you pay somebody, right, one of the problems that we had was, how do we keep track of all these payments, right? Well, we have a payment gateway built into our platform. So you would then just upload money onto your dashboard and look at any pending payments based upon the product and the referral and the lead status and so on and so forth. It's going to tell you who's owed money. Once a week, you have your accounting department go in and you just start paying your advocates. And the nice thing about this is, as soon as you pay somebody, they're going to get a push notification. And we actually have our own wallet in the application. So once again, top of mind awareness. Hey, I just got paid $500. They're going into your app, your brand. It's all this top of mind awareness that happens all the time. And so then they choose how they want that money. They may not want to take it all down today. Maybe they just want to do a portion of it. Well, you can send it to your bank through ACH. We have over 220 different gift cards that you can choose from. There's also a ton of different charities that you can select. So if you don't want the money personally, you can actually select a charity of choice and send the money to a charity. Or you can get a prepaid virtual debit card. And what we really find is it really keeps the customers engaged along the way, and they keep going back to the app. And, how do you keep somebody, from removing the app off their phone? Have money on that, keep paying, stay engaged, and just stay in front of them. Right. And then, once again, I want to kind of quickly, share with some other things that we also do within the application is document storage, right? So another reason to download the app is you can actually store all of their documents, their contracts, their warranties. You can do videos in here if you want. So it's all specific to that individual customer. So by the way, you're going to have all your information stored right here in the application. If you have every question, just reach out. We have in-app messaging, as I mentioned, right? So one-to-one messaging where your project manager can message the customer, or the customer can message you with any questions directly through the application. We also have push notifications. These are one way. These are read 97% of the time, right? Yeah. So this is a great way to just stay top of mind, and happy holidays, or we're doubling our referrals this weekend, and it's a really great way to get a message out. Now you have all of your customers over the last 12 to 18 months that you've been working with us on the platform. Guess what? You can start marketing to those people as well. So there's a ton of opportunities within the application to not only get referrals, but to market to your existing customers in a very subtle way too, right? Push notifications comes up, pops up, read it, and they're all stored in the dashboard as well. And then another really cool feature here is the share option, right? How do you get your advocates or your customers to share, right? Share the great experience that you had. Well, we have two ways of doing it. First of all, you can write a review. So what we're going to do is we're going to embed all of your review sites right here in the application. So these are specific to you and your company, whether it's Facebook, Google. So you can send a push notification. You can tie it to one of your stages saying, hey, by the way, your project is complete. Click here and take them into your app to write a review about you right there in the application. So now you're getting them to write the review. Also, guess what? You can also have them share your message with their social media friends and family, right? This is where you can really exponentially increase your opportunities. You can actually put in a suggested post that they can simply click there, click copy to the clipboard, click on Facebook, paste it, and then tell all their social media friends what a great experience they had. And then every single advocate has their own personal URL or their own, lead form. So if anybody fills out that form from that social post, that advocate and that sales rep are going to get credit for that referral, even though they may not ever even talk to that person. So now your reach is going out tremendously, outside of just a customer talking to one of their friends or families or one of their neighbors about your experience. And they can do that on a weekly basis. They can email it, they can text it, WhatsApp, Twitter, however they feel they would like to share that message. And so, all of those things. And if you are doing solar, one of the things that we do is we also embed the solar monitoring systems over here. So if you're using Enphase or SunPower, SolarEdge, whichever monitoring system, we can embed that within the app. It's an all-in-one customer portal, right? You now have your customers attention right at their fingertips. They have everything they need in order to not only see what's happening with their project, monitor their solar, monitoring what's going on, share the information with their friends and family, get paid for referrals, let them know what's happening with their referrals. I mean, it's all in one. And that's where I mentioned before, there's really nobody else out there that's doing all of these things together and making it so simple and easy for contractors to really, drive more opportunities to them. So that's in a nutshell. That's what we're doing. We have a dashboard, of course, that all of that data is incorporated within the dashboard. So you can export it, you can customize it however you want. But being able to really, integrate with the CRMs, we do an incredible job when it comes to, in my humble opinion, of getting you onboarded. We walk you through every step of the way. We do a tech onboarding, then we do a admin onboarding, then we actually do a sales rep training for you guys. So a live webinar training that we record for your sales team. How do I ask for a referral? How do I get them to download the app? How does the app work? So getting your sales team involved and engaged with the whole process is what's really key here. And if you can get them going, you can incent them, you can track how they're doing in your dashboard. So there's a lot of things that you can do, and we share all the best practices with you. And you're going to be seeing a 30 to 40 or greater ROI on this product. Once you get going. And one thing that we saw, John, over the last, now it's 12 months. I can't believe it's 12 months, but over the last 12 months in the pandemic, is our results have been shooting through the roof as far as the number of referrals and advocates and everything else. And because companies, realize now not only that they need to, find different ways to utilize technology because of the pandemic, but because of the fact that it's automated and it just makes their job a lot easier, and they're going to get more opportunities. And as you mentioned, who doesn't want to work a referral? There's going to be fewer competition at the kitchen table. There's going to be a higher close ratio, and it's going to be a quicker sale.
Yeah.
All together. So we help you get there, and we love working in the home services industries. As I said, I was there. I know what you guys deal with. I know how hard it is to not only get a lead and how hard it is to get a customer happy. So once you do, take advantage of it.
No, I agree, and this is one of those deals that we've needed for so long, and you guys have this. This is an elegant solution to this problem. I love the interface. I love all the tools that are involved. It's such a dynamic tool that could not just get the referral, but and then the way that it's integrated in to get the customer using that app from the very day one. That's brilliant. And then the way it automatically pays them, the other sources, the link is really cool, and it's powerful for their Facebook account. I haven't seen anything quite like it, and I'm really excited that we get to share it with our audience, because I know the results that I've seen from some of my friends that use it, and different people that I've been watching in the industry that are using it, and it's been pretty phenomenal. So I really appreciate you letting us dive into this a little bit and take a look at it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And, as you can tell, I love talking about it. I'm very passionate about what we do. I love helping businesses grow. In my earlier life, I used to sell yellow page advertising, for those of you that know what the yellow pages were.
Yep.
But, one of the things I always said about the yellow pages is they help businesses grow, right? And I was very passionate about that. And when I started this company, that is really something that is, the core of what we do is we want to help businesses grow, and we want to make it easier for them to grow, and we want to solve those simple problems for them utilizing technology. There's so many things to look at out there. So.
I agree, man. So where do people go to sign up for this? How do they get started to get the ball rolling? And by the way, what's the lead time on this too? Because I'm sure it takes a minute to get the app set up and everything going.
Yeah, typically we look at, about 30 days before you're actually, fully onboarded, app in the App Store, up and running. We can get it done as soon as, 2 weeks, in some cases up to 30 days. But we're really got the system down pretty good right now, to where, providing you work with us early on, we're not looking for hours and hours of your time. Maybe an hour on the front end, and then maybe an hour on the training, and we do all the rest. We kind of hold your hand through that. We're your Sherpa, right? Help you carry up the mountain. And typically we can get you up and running, in that 2 to 4 week time period. And you're going to start seeing your results right away. Right. I mean, literally right away. So to actually go through a full demo and ask any questions, just go to www.getthereferral.com, request a demo. We got an incredible account executive team. They're experts in not only our platform, but in your industry as well. So they talk to thousands of customers on a monthly basis. And so they understand what you as a contractor are going through, and they'll really be able to kind of help you get the perfect solution, for you and how it'll work and so on and so forth.
I like it, man. Short, sweet, to the point. It has all the stuff that we need. It's an elegant solution. It looks great. It looks like it works really well. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate the time. And just remember, getthereferral.com, request a demo, and we'll get you taken care of. Thanks so much.
No, man. Thank you. So, folks, that was Jamey with Get The Referral, and he is they're really changing the way that referrals are managed and the way that you communicate with your customers, and keep that communication ongoing for years, months, who knows. I mean, people like getting paid, and if you're paying them quick and you're paying good referrals, they'll be advocates and raving fans when you start giving them money, I'm sure. So awesome product. Thank you so much for letting us see it. Go to getthereferral.com, sign up for it, get a demo, try it out, see if it's something that'll work with your business. And it doesn't matter if you're roofing, siding, gutters, whatever, interior, exterior, electrician, plumber, whatever, like all trades need a tool like this in their business for sure. That'll help them streamline that process and keep customers engaged for as long as possible. So thank you so much, Get The Referral, for showing that to us, and go check them out, getthereferral.com. This was the American Contractor Show. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like, subscribe, follow our pages, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching today's show. Make sure to like and subscribe our pages so that you can stay up to date with every episode. And by the way, this show is all about you, the American Contractor. Be sure to comment and let us know what you want to hear about and what subjects you want us to touch on. We'll be sure to include them in a future episode. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great day.